that I can bring to work. I'm making 2 recipes. The first is going to be Chipotle chicken, and the second one is cilantro lime chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my chicken breasts and I'm going to cut them, and then we'll have it and marinate it. I hate cutting raw meat. It's my least favorite thing, but it cooks and marinates better when it's raw, so, and when it's sliced up, I mean, sorry, raw. Yeah, when it's sliced, it cooks better, I think. And when it's marinated, it cooks, or when it's sliced, it's marinated better. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm tired. I did get to sleep in this morning, which was nice. Jeff is gone today. He went to go pick up our Bea, and drop Chloe off with her aunt. So I'm gonna get this all sliced up. I'm gonna do 4 chicken breasts for each recipe. I am hoping that will make 8 meals per recipe, which means I have 2 weeks worth of food if it's just for me, but since it's for me and Jeff, I'm thinking it'll be more like a week. We'll see though, because I'm gonna look and see what I want my actual serving size to be for lunches. It would be nice if I could get like a week and a half or 2 weeks. So we will see. I'm mostly spending today just trying to get my bearings. I know that I eat better when I prep on the weekends, and since Jeff isn't here and I don't really have anywhere to go, this is what I'm doing all day. I do have the boys home today, and yeah, we're just hanging out. They're watching Paw Patrol right now. Alright, so I'm going to get this cut up, and then we'll go through the marinade. Okay, so the first chicken recipe I am doing is cilantro, lime, and I'm going to put it all together in here and then pour it in here. So my cilantro, I did about a cup, a cup, but it's not packed down. And then, sorry, my phone keeps going off. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I actually might dump the olive oil right into the bag so that we don't lose any. I'm really indecisive, so I change my cooking up a million times. We're going to do a tablespoon of honey. And I'm using raw and unfiltered honey. And if you put it in right after the olive oil, it just slides right out of your measuring spoon, which is perfection. Because if you cook with honey, you know, it gets a little sticky. We need some garlic. My garlic, I buy it already chopped, like this. And it says somewhere, a half a teaspoon is 1 clove, and we want to use 2 cloves, so we're going to use a teaspoon of garlic. And then we are going to do the lime juice, and it is 2 tablespoons. So let me get that back. because of course I didn't read. I'm just using already squeezed lime juice, mostly laziness. And I'm actually gonna do 3 tablespoons of lime juice, just because. So now we're gonna add the cilantro and then all the chicken, and then we're going to mix it. And I don't want to get a whole bunch of chicken guts on me. And by chicken guts, I mean like, you know, the germs. So I'm going to use a set of tongs to just put it in, because I want to be able to mash the bag. That is thin. Hold on. Sorry about that. Jeff is finally there picking up Nevaeh, and he just needed to touch base with me. So now that it's all in, we're just gonna, let me get some of this air out so we can actually mix it up and not just be mixing a whole bunch of air. And then we're going to let this marinate for 2 hours. I may let it marinate overnight, depending on how much energy I have today, because again, I have the boys all day by myself, which isn't a big deal, but 4 boys takes a lot of energy. So we're just gonna mix and mix and mix. Alright, so that's pretty mixed up. So the next one we are going to do is the Chipotle chicken. So let me get that set up. Alright, so for the Chipotle for the Chipotle chicken, it's a lot of the same stuff. So we're just going to go through it. It is 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of honey. 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So these are Chipotle chilies, and we want the adobo juice from inside here. So we need, let's see, a tablespoon. We don't want to spill. So as you can see, it's like it's really thick, but we're going to put a tablespoon in there. And then we again need a full teaspoon of garlic. And finally, we need paprika. We need a half of teaspoon of paprika. So we're just going to pick that up. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to stick these adobo chipotles in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer so that we can use it again. We're going to add all the chicken. Jeff should be home now. He just picked up Nevaeh and dropped Chloe off. He should be home in about 7 hours. Probably a little bit more, so he should be getting home. We'll say around 9 tonight with stops and everything. Depending on how tired he gets. He left at 5 a.m. and a full day of driving is pretty exhausting. So. Alright, once that's all together, we're going to get the air out of the bag. And then we're going to coat this. And now you don't want to let it, because there's lime juice in both of these recipes, we don't want to let the chicken marinate for more than 24 hours or it will get mealy. Now the one thing you can do is you can just stick this straight in the freezer. The marinating will stop once it's completely frozen, and then when you pull it out, as it thaws, it will begin marinating again. Neither one of these are going in the freezer because, like I said, I am using it this week. But it is something Jeff and I may put together, a couple freezer ones of these, so that when I'm low on spoons one week, I don't have to not eat healthy. Okay, so we're going to let these marinate for a few hours. I will come back and you can watch me cook them. And then you can watch me, I have garlic on my phone, you can watch me assemble my bowls and get ready for the week. Okay guys, so I'm back. It has marinated for a few hours. This is the cilantro lime. This is the chipotle. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to dump the cilantro lime chicken into this pan with a little olive oil to cook it. And I'm going to saute it up, and then I am going to separate it into containers, and it is being served with a portion of rice and a portion of veggies. And then Sprouts has avocados on sale this week. They are 3 for $1, so I'm going to add a half a avocado with my lunch portion and a half avocado with my breakfast so that I get a lot of good healthy fats. So now we are just going to let this cook up, and I will be back when it's done. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm back. So my chicken is done. The cilantro lime is. I actually tried a piece before I started recording again because I forgot, and it was good. The flavor is very muted. It may have been more intense had I baked it instead of sauteed it on the stove. But I am not heating up my house with the oven. We don't have air conditioning. It's hot out. It's hot in here. And heating up the house with the oven does nobody any good. So I'm going to take this out, and when I come back, we will start working on the Chipotle chicken. Alright guys, I'm back. This is the Chipotle Chicken. I'm really excited for this. Mostly because I think Jeff will like it, and nothing makes me happier than finding food that he likes, as corny as that sounds. So we're gonna let this cook. I'm gonna divide this into my meal prep containers, and then you guys will see the final product when it's all put together. Alright guys, so the Chipotle chicken is done. I actually was able to get the cilantro lime chicken separated while this cooked, and it made 7 meals with about 4 ounces of chicken each. The last one has 3 ounces, but that's not a big deal for me. So now I'm going to get this separated, then I'm going to separate our rice and our veggies, and then I will show you the final product. Alright guys, so I'm done putting together my cilantro lime chicken bowls. Total, each bowl is 300 calories. It's got the chicken, it's got some rice, and it has broccoli. Some have Brussels sprouts like this one. I measured it out. It is 300 calories each, and I got 7 bowls from the cilantro lime chicken. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to stick these in the freezer, and that way I can pull it out, stick it in my bag. It can de-thaw in the fridge during the day while I'm at work, pop in the microwave, and I am going to have a home cooked meal with not a ton of sodium, not a bad meal. I mean, it's pretty well proportioned. Also, like I said, I am going to use half an avocado and add that and just get myself some good fats. So next up you will see the Chipotle chicken. I don't know how much that is going to make, but if I could get 7 bowls out of it, that would be awesome. Alright, so I'm finishing up making the Chipotle chicken bowls. Most of them are paired with green beans and rice. One is paired with broccoli and rice. Each one of these, again, is measured out to be 300 calories. We have this awesome food scale. You put in the food code, it tells you the calories, the total carbs. We actually bought this for Finn. With his diabetes, this helps us to measure his food, and then it tells you the weight of whatever you're weighing. And it has, I use the app, it has a huge app store, like an app library of different foods. You can type in the food code for an apple and weigh it, and it'll tell you precisely how many calories there are. So I'm finishing up with these. I only got 6. I did not get 7, but that's okay because Jeff has a fit bowl, a TV dinner fit bowl in the freezer that he's just going to use this week. And next week, if we like this, we may try 2 new chicken recipes. We may try pork. It just depends on what we're feeling and if we like it. So I will put the recipes in the description box. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe, click the bell, and you will get new recipes every Tuesday. You will get my meal plans, a whole bunch of awesome content. And if you have any suggestions for meals that I can make ahead like this, go ahead and leave me a comment. Thank you guys and have a wonderful week.